tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she...
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That would complete to Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Joe Mixon.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Queen on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 5. First down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And able to find Green. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down.
Nice catch here by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Complete.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
16 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
3-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cincinnati.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 22, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
The end result, 21 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Mixon with a first down carry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Bengals.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Bengals 21, Ravens 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And the return will stop right around the 25.
By the Bengals.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now it's Burrow. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Steps away. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a...
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. He's at the 30.
Always a pleasure.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Khalid Kareem there defensively.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
On the keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to
it. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 31, check 31. Hey, middle.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Report. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone and only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 95 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. Complete. 3rd and 19. No problem as they're able to convert. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 39-yard.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He was taken down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis.